Good afternoon, traders. It is Tuesday, May 4th, 2021, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We had an absolutely terrible day today. I'm getting so sick of saying this. I'm going to tell you, I was just about ready to throw my computers out the window today. I'm so disgusted with what's going on. This is a picture of the Dow, and uh, it at least symbolizes what's going on. We had, look over here. We got a down day 3 days ago, then this big up day. I think those were record highs, um, or pretty close to record highs anyway. Yesterday, very strong market, and then it just reverses today for the first 2 hours, and then it reverses the reverse and goes up, and the Dow ends up closing up 20 points. Yeah, you can't make any sense out of this, and you can't make any sense out of what's going on with stocks. And before I start this rant, and it's going to be kind of a rant, I want to emphasize that this is not something that is happening just with our portfolio or Bob Moran traders. It's cuts across the board. I have several portfolios I look at, and they're all doing this crazy stuff, and it just makes trading really difficult and nearly impossible. And so, what happened with us today? We had almost $10,000 yesterday in open trade, and by the time we got out of that, we closed out negative almost 13,000. So we saw a $23,000 swing between where we were on the close yesterday to where we actually got out with the 7 positions we were carrying. I look back, and this exact pattern has repeated itself for the past 6 trading days. I mean, it's no wonder I'm going crazy, and so is anybody trading this our algorithm. Uh, we end up with a, a fairly decent day, and we're holding profitable positions, and then the next day they're totally reversed. And obviously, that's exact opposite of what I'm used to seeing. It's the absolute opposite of what we've been seeing for the last year and a half. And suddenly it's changed, and it's just changed in such a persistent, predictable way that I can't wrap my mind around it. I can't say I've ever felt so completely discouraged by this trading. It's just like nothing is working right, and in all honesty, I can't really explain it. Anyway, the only thing good that happened today, we only got into 2 positions, and we're holding negative of $568 on those 2 positions. Best I can say is nothing is going to happen with those positions. I would assume that's going to make much difference at all. So at least I don't have to think about that tonight. I will show you 3 stocks, and all of them kind of illustrate what I'm talking about. This first one is OCGN, that's OCGN Incorporated, and I think this was our, it was one of our good stocks yesterday. And big gap up there, and we got in, but it never It never threatened us at all. It kept going there and closed up. And then this morning, really just collapses. We actually got out at a fairly good price there, considering how much lower it went. But anyway, so we're looking at OCGN Incorporated there, and it's going from positive about $4,000 yesterday to negative 5,000 on our exit. So we got a $9,000 swing in one of our best stocks from yesterday. I'll show you another one. In this one, we actually made a little bit of money in, but it's the same pattern. And this is CTHR, which is Charles Colvard Ltd. I showed you this yesterday. If I didn't look at today's action, I mean, looks like a perfect trade. It gaps up. We got that gap. This thing just, perfect climb all day long, closing almost on the high tick of the day. And, normally you just, you may have some pullback, but more likely you're going to have a gap up in your favor the next day. No, it gaps down hard. They're jumping on us, selling this thing, and we get out with $759. So we've gone from $4,300 on the close yesterday to 759 bucks. Just cut us to pieces, even on a winning trade. And I'll show you another winning trade we have, and actually we did well with this, but the pattern remains the same. And this is why I'm saying they're not necessarily picking on us. It's just this pattern of selling anything that goes up. And this is JNUG, which is the gold mining bull. And this thing gaps up this morning, and not this morning. Well, it did gap up, but it gapped up yesterday. We bought it. We closed with modest profits in it yesterday, but gapped up really nice this morning. And we got out of there. We're getting out of there close to the high tick of the day with $3,600. So that's a real good trade. But look, they still jump on this thing and drive it down. They drive this stock down almost $7 from where the high here to where it closed today. They're just jumping on anything that goes up. It's the whack-a-mole mentality of traders. And it just cuts across all the stocks I've looked at. They're doing the same thing. If it goes up, they kill it. And we can't make money in that environment. I just don't know what to say. I don't understand it. It isn't that I've never seen this type of action, but it's so persistent, and it's so consistent across everything. It doesn't make any difference what the sector of the stock is. It doesn't make any, it's just anything that goes up, they kill it. And I'm going to offer a little bit of market paranoia, and don't take my word on this, but we're combining this with the Dow Jones that just keeps going up and up and up, like we're in this wild, insane bull market. We're not in any wild, insane bull market at all. A bull market, they come in and they buy stocks, they keep buying them, they go up and up and up. Our stocks aren't doing that. They go up a little and they just crush them. And yesterday, and this the pattern too is so frustrating with watching this aftermarket and pre-market stuff. They started this on this these seven stocks we had. They started drilling them down in the aftermarket yesterday. Then and the pre-market this morning they drilled them down some more, and they drill them down. They drill them down to the time. By the time they open, we're basically break even, and by the time we get out, we're deep in the hole. It starts immediately after the close of the previous day, and it's consistent, and it's present in all the stocks. And in my opinion, it seems to me, if I were a devious um, fund manager or something, what I would be looking at is that this is the way the fund managers are setting us up for a crash. They're getting short all these positions. They're using this. They're manipulating this Dow to go higher and higher, making people think this is a bull market and getting them in to positions, and then they're going to really kill them when they take this thing down hard. Don't quote me on this. I mean, I'm just ranting and raving and expressing my most paranoid assessment of this situation, but I can't make any sense out of this. It's really not like anything I've seen in as long as I can remember. So, that's my rant. I don't know what to say except this is really uncomfortable and very discouraging. Anyway, that's the way it went. Turd Bob is signing off. And yeah, I'll be back here tomorrow on Wednesday trading.